Hey, what's going on, guys? Danny here with you. In this video, we're going to talk about a new pattern that could be forming for Shiba Inu, as well as go over some different price targets. And as always, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. All right, so as you can see today, we have continued this downward price trend right here, and we are currently consolidating sideways right there. And in the last couple of videos, we're talking about if we did happen to break this blue trend line that was going sideways right here, then more likely we would come back to the downside and hit the next two areas on our Fibonacci, which be the 47.55 area, which is the 0.27, and the next area down would be the 0.618 at the 39.30 area. As you can see today, we did perfectly come back down and hit the first target. That is the 47.55, which is the 0.27 Fibonacci. We currently are going consolidating sideways right here into a little bit of a pattern. We will have to make a decision here, I'd say within the next 30 minutes to an hour, whether we do break out to the top or if we continue this downward trend. Personally think I will probably head to the downside. We'll see how this does play out though. So we'll probably come back down and retest the 0.271 area. And of course, again, if we do break this area, then our next target down here would be the trend line right here at the 43.81 area. As you see right here, this is a very strong area of support right here. We actually did have this area of support all the way back over here. So right here, we have this long area of support. So that should act again as support. And we'll go back over the RSIs in a second, see what could potentially happen with that. But if we could come back down here and get a retest and then able to consolidate sideways and break out of here, that would be a very bullish sign. But again, if we do break this area right here, we will probably continue down to the 0.618 at the 40.59 area. And then right below that, we do have this very, very strong area of support as well, with that's 39.30 area. But I do want to go back over here on our target on our descending triangle again, just to show that this could play out as well again. All right, so since we did break bearish out of this descending triangle, I'm going to come up here to the top of the descending triangle and come back down to the base of it at our trend line. And we'll pull this out to our breakout area. So that was right over here. All right, and as you can see, this does actually come a little bit below all of our areas of support right here. But if this does fully play out, which generally it does, if we do fully break out of a descending triangle, then our targets again would be the target 2 at the 40.59, and then again at our 39.30 area. I personally don't think we will go break through this area, but of course, if we do, then that'll be very bearish. We'll have to reanalyze the situation and see where we could be heading again. But I think we have so much support area right here, we should be able to consolidate and hopefully get a breakout from here. And the next pattern that I do want to talk about right here, as we can see, we just kind of briefly went over. This is a wedge pattern right here, but it is a broadening wedge pattern, whereas you start shallow or start narrow at the top and then broaden as a way down. This generally is a bullish reversal pattern. So this is a very bullish sign. Where we break out bullish, we are yet to see. One theory I do want to keep in mind, of course, if we break this area, come down here and then retest this area and we're able to hold right here, I do believe we have a very strong chance of breaking to the bullish side right here. And of course, if we do get a touch right here and a touch right here, that would be another double bottom pattern. And to get the target on a wedge, it depends on where you break out at. But let's just say if it was this area right here, we'll come down right here to the top of this wedge right here. And we'll pull this out to a suspected breakout area. So come over here. All right, and this would probably be anywhere from the 56 area all the way up. I do believe if we do break through here, then we would actually have a retest of the bottom of our descending triangle. Personally, I think that's where we will go, but we'll have to wait and see how that does play out. But let's go over here to our RSIs and see how we are looking. All right, so currently our RSI on our 15-minute chart, we are currently around the 47 area. We do have a very strong, looks like we have a pretty strong trend line right here. All right, so we will want to eventually break that right there. Of course, we have to get above that. Right now, we've just just been bouncing on this the whole time. All right, and then we could actually be forming some type of divergence here. I'll have to check again in a second and see how that looks, but we'll go back over that in a second. All right, and the stochastic right now, our RSI, excuse me, well, I cannot talk today. Our stochastic is right around the 33 area. And as you see, we could be forming a rising trend line right here if we draw it this way. All right. So with this one, of course, as always, we could continue bouncing right through here, which would mean we'll come back down here and hopefully bounce through here and maybe break out right here. That is one theory. We'll have to see how that does play out. This actually could break through right now, and then, of course, that could come back down here to our area of support right there. And over here on the hourly chart, all right, so our RSI currently is sitting around the 39 area. Our stochastic is all the way up here in our overbought area. So more than likely, we will be heading back down for a correction. How far down we go, it's kind of unclear right now, but we could come back down here and retest this area all the way at the very bottom again and reset the stochastic again. And that would make sense because in the course of a couple hours, we could come back down here and retest this area. So again, more than likely, I think we will be coming back down to this trend line. All right, over here on our 4-hourly. All right, our RSI is still very low. We are around the 34 area. And let me clear this area out down here so we can see a little bit better. All right, so our stochastic, as you can see, is starting to curve upward again. Of course, we still have all this room to work with over the next couple hours. This is a 4-hourly chart, so it's a lot more broader. All right, and over here on the daily chart, our RSI is right around the 54 area. As you see, over the course of today, we have come down pretty decently. It's kind of hard to see whether we'll come all the way down. The daily RSI does not always have to come down, especially in a very strong bull market. I still think we are in a very strong trend right here. And our stochastic, as you see, has come back down. We are facing all the way down. Of course, over the next couple of days, I do believe we will begin the next cycle of our bull run. Let me come over here to our daily chart and see if we see anything. All right, so one area we could be looking at as well. Let me drag this out a little farther too. Okay, so, all right, so I don't see anything major right there. I was gonna see if we could potentially come down and hit this area. One long-term case of, this is just a very wild prediction, but if we do happen to break these areas right here, we could come back down and hit this long trend line right here. I don't think that'll happen, but of course, over the next couple of days, if we do break down, continue to break down, then this would be a long-term trend line to take a look at. If we do happen to converge around there, this would actually line up fairly well with our 0.618 area. So around the 39.50 area. I don't think this will happen, but that's just something I want to take a look at. But over here on the 15-minute chart, all right, we are still currently consolidating. Looks like more than likely we will probably break to the downside right here and then retest our 0.27 area right here. So again, this is our 0.27 area. All right, and if we do again break through there, then we'll head back down to this strong area support. Hopefully we will consolidate right here and then get a breakout to the bullish side right there to the upside. Hopefully that's what will happen. Again, if we do break that area, next area of support will be the 0.618, and then next area after that will be the 39.30. I'll wait and see how this does play out throughout the day. Again, I do have my Twitter up and going now. I have been making some videos and posting them on there the last couple days. But throughout the day, I will try to actually post different patterns on there if I see any breakouts coming, or if we do break to the downside, I will try to start posting a couple times a day on Twitter. And again, my name on there is Daniel Wheeler, and that is, I think that was at, I'll have to go back to theory again, but I'll post my Twitter link on here so you can see it. But again, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And as always, please make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can. And hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you next video. All right, thanks. Take care.